Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Lee's class. Today we're going to learn relationship in between two quantities. Okay, today's objective, identify and represent linear relations in different ways. Okay, I want you to look at the warm-up question. When a scuba diver goes underwater, the weight of the water exerts pressure of the diver. When the diver steps is 0, the pressure is 0. And when the diver is 5, the depth is 5, the pressure is 50. So every time this increased by 5, the pressure increased by 50. Alright? So if you draw a graph, it shows a linear pattern, a linear relation. Okay? So what pattern do you see in the table and in the graph? In the table, as the depth is increased by 5 meters, the pressure increased by 50 kilopascal, kPa. Okay, and the graph, this is linear relation. So straight line. What do these patterns tell you about the relationship between depth and the water pressure? Because it has a constant rate of change in both variables, it is a linear relationship. Alright, let's move on. Example 1. The first 4 rectangles in a pattern are shown below. The pattern continues. Each small square has side length 1 centimeter. Okay, so we have 4 rectangles. This is the first one, second, and third, and fourth. Okay, and 1 unit is 1 centimeter. So this is 1 centimeter. The perimeter of a rectangle is related to the rectangle number. We can use words, a table, and a graph, ordered pair, a mapping diagram, and an equation to represent this relationship. So let's do it together. If we represent this relationship using in words, if we represent this in words, we can say rectangle 1 has a perimeter 6. Then as the rectangle number increases by 1, the perimeter increases by 2 centimeters. Okay. Table. The rectangle number n is 1, 2, 3, 4. And perimeter, so the perimeter here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6. And this is 8. Perimeter is 8. 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. So it's 8. And the perimeter here is 10 and 12. So we can just write it down here. So if it is 1, it's a 6. 2 is 8. 3, 10, 4 is 12. And ordered pair 1, 6, 2, 8, 3, 10, 4, 12. Mapping diagram. So you draw like this. So this is rectangle number n, and this is perimeter P. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 1 goes to 6, 2 goes to 8, 3 goes to 10, 4 goes to 12. So this is a mapping notation, mapping diagram. Okay, there are multiple ways of doing this in a graph. The graph also shows a pattern. So after the first point, each point on the graph is 1 unit right and 1 unit up. So let's do it. So here, so we have to define x and y axis first. So x-axis, this is actually n-axis, so rectangle number. And P, perimeter, P-axis. Then 1, 6. And 1 unit right, 2 unit up. 1 unit right, 2 unit up. 2, 8, 1 unit right, 2 unit up. Like this. And in an equation, so everyone, this is increased by 1, this is increased by 2. So you always start with dependent variable. P equals something times n plus something. So since this is increased by 2, the rate of change is 2. So rectangle number is increased by 1, and the perimeter increased by 2. The rate of change is 2 divided by 1, right? So 2 divided by 1, so that's why it's 2. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. And we have to add something to make this equation true. So if we plug 1 here, we have to get 6. What number do we have to put in here? 4, right? So if you plug 1 into n, 2 times 1 plus 4 equals 6. So 2n plus 4. So that is 2n plus 4. P equals 2n plus 4. Okay, the equation tells us that we can calculate the perimeter of any rectangle in the pattern by multiplying the rectangle number by 2. So rectangle number by 2 and adding 4. So the value of the variable P depends on the value. So here, the perimeter, depending on the rectangle number, the perimeter changes. So this depends on the rectangle number. So P is dependent variable. So P is the dependent and n is independent variable. So independent variable n is plotted on horizontal axis. You say independent variable n is plotted on the horizontal axis. When two variables are related, we have a relation. So two variables, this shows a linear relation. So it's a linear relationship. Okay, let's look at example 2. Complete the table and graph the equation. Okay, we have an equation y equals 2x minus 5. So we're going to complete the table. Okay, if you plug negative 2 into x, then y equals 2 times, multiplication is hiding here, times negative 2 minus 5. So that is 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 minus 5. That is negative 9. And y equals 2 times negative 1 minus 5. So that is negative 2 minus 5. That's negative 7. So y equals 2 times 0 minus 5. So that's negative 5. So y equals 2 times 1 minus 5. That's 2 minus 3. That's negative, 2 minus 5. That's negative 3. y equals 2 times 2 minus 5. That's 4 minus 5, which is negative 1. Okay? So we can do more. We can do 3 and 4. And y equals 2 times 3 minus 5. 6 minus 5 is positive 1. Y equals 2 times 4 minus 5. That is 8 minus 5, which is positive 3. So 1 and 3. So we completed the chart. And let's draw it. Here's the x-axis. And here's the y-axis. Okay, now we're going to plot it. Negative 2 comma negative 9. This is a little bit outside of the grid. Negative 2 comma 9. Negative 1 comma 7 is here. And 0 comma negative 5 is here. 1 comma negative 3 is here. So it goes to 1 unit right, 2 unit up, 1 unit right, 2 unit up, 1 unit right, 2 unit up. It goes on and on and on like this, right? Okay. Connect the points on the grid and extend the line at both directions with arrows at the end. So we're going to connect the dots, join the dots. The reason we are joining the dot is we can also plug in other numbers in between 2 points. For example, we can plug in negative 1.5 or 0.3, other decimal numbers in between 2 points. So there will be more points in between 2 points. So we are joining the points and put arrows in both directions. Alright? Okay. Find the value of y when x equals 6 using the graph. So let's use the graph. So we have 6 here. When x is 6, let's find y value. That is 7. Right? So when x is 6, y value is 7. And verify your answer using the equation. So 2 times 6 minus 5 is y. Then 12 minus 5, that's 7. Okay? Alright. Do you guys understand how to draw the graph? And how to complete the chart? How to find y value when x value is given? Alright, let's move on. Next equation, y equals x squared minus 6. Okay, then to find the y value, we're going to plug 4 into x. Then x squared minus 6, that is 16 minus 6, which is 10. Let's keep doing it. 3 squared minus 6, which is 3. 2 squared minus 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. 1 squared minus 6, which is negative 5. 0 squared minus 6, which is negative 6. Negative 1 squared minus 6. Negative 5. Negative 2 squared minus 6. Negative 2. Negative 3 squared minus 6. Positive 3. Okay? So let's rewrite everything. 3, negative 2, negative 5, negative 6, negative 5, negative 2, and 3. So let's plug in negative 4. Negative 4 squared minus 6. 16 minus 6 is 10. So everyone, when you plug in negative number, don't forget to put bracket around it, right? Okay, so look at the chart. Do you think this is a linear relation? Why or why not? What do you think? Every time x is decreased by 1, what happens to y? So this is decreased by 7, 5, 3. So it's not really constant rate of change, right? So it's not a linear relation. So we say No, not a constant rate of change in both variable. Alright, so this is not a linear relation. So we're gonna figure out what it looks like. So 4 comma 10. 4 comma 10 is here. 3 comma 3 is here. 2 comma negative 2 is here. And 1 comma negative 5 is here. And 0 comma negative 6 here. Negative 1 comma negative 5 here. Negative 2 comma negative 2 here. Negative 3 comma positive 3. Negative 3 comma positive 3 here. Negative 4 comma 10. Okay, so we drew it, and we're going to join the point. We're going to join the points. It is a curve. Don't forget to put arrows in both directions. And again, the reason why we're joining the points is because we can find more points in between. So for example, you can also plug in 3.5 to find the points in between 3 and 4, right? So there will be more points in between 2 points. So that's why we're joining the points. Okay, so we have a nice curve here. So it's like a U shape. And we call this kind of shape a parabola. And we are going to learn this. This is a quadratic function. We're going to learn this next year in grade 11. So we're not learning this yet. But you should be able to draw it at least by using a chart. So find the point, plot the point, join the points, and put arrows in both directions. Alright, everyone? So this is not a linear relation. Let's move on. Now we have y equals 5. Y equals 5. Where's x, everyone? There's no x here. When you see y equals something, this means whatever the x value is, y is always 5. When x is negative 2, y is 5. When x is negative 1, y is 5. 0, y is still 5. 5, 5. 3, 4, y is always 5. Okay, let's plot it. Here, x-axis, y-axis. Okay, negative 2 comma 5, negative 1 comma 5, 0 comma 5, 1 comma 5, 2 comma 5, 3 comma 5, 4 comma 5, goes on and on and on. And we're going to join the point and put arrows in both directions. Okay, so this is how you draw y equals 5 graph. So y equals something, say k, y equals k. This is a horizontal function, horizontal graph. Okay? And this is also a linear relation because it has a straight line. So it's a linear relation, horizontal graph. And what about this? When y equals something is a horizontal graph, what do you think about x equal to something? Is this also a horizontal graph, or do you think this is something else? What do you think, everyone? This means x equals -4 means whatever the y value is, x is. So regardless what y value you have, x is always -4. So there's a mistake here. I should have put -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 over here. So whatever the y value is, x is always -4, -4, -4, -4, -4, -4, -4. So let's plot it. -4, comma, -2. -4, comma, -1, -4, comma, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So plot the points, and you know that this is a vertical graph. So x equals something is a vertical graph. Okay, does it make sense, everyone? All right, so that is it for today, everyone. You should be able to draw a horizontal graph and vertical graph. And using a table, you should be able to draw a curve and a straight line. All right? Okay, so everyone, thanks for watching, and I want you to start doing your homework. Bye.